caught my husband cheating with my sister, and my parents think I'm being too harsh with my reaction. All right, before y'all get on here yelling at me, I know I'm supposed to be taking a break, but hear me out. Hear me out. I read this title, and then I read the first paragraph, and I couldn't keep it to myself. I'll try to make this as short as I possibly can. But basically, I knew my husband of 3 years was cheating. I didn't know with whom, though. It was the subtle change in his routine. Anyone else would have missed it. But when you've been living together for 5 years, it was bright as daylight. I couldn't accuse him of anything just yet, not until I was certain of it. So I started calling him at random times during the day. Sometimes he'd be at his office, but a lot of the times I would hear him outside when he should have been at work. He would say that he was out for a late lunch to get some fresh air or on a job mission. His missions outside of the office were usually very rare, or he had just left early to visit a sick friend. Often, I would check his clothes for any lingering smells. I would check his pockets, his car, and found nothing. I wanted to follow him, but something in me told me that he knew I was being suspicious and he would lay off whatever it was that he was doing for a while. So I let it go. I went back to acting like there was nothing wrong just to have him feeling secure enough to go back to what he was doing. Then he started acting too interested in me. Out of nowhere, he would get me flowers, buy me gifts, take me out to dinner. We usually have a date night, but he started doing it out of schedule. That's when I really knew he was cheating. Oh, hell yeah, for sure. Like, for sure. I still acted like I was aware of nothing, though. 2 months later, and the subtle change was back. I just didn't know how to catch him until my mother called me. She said, "I think your sister is sleeping with your husband." She kept saying how she was sorry and she just couldn't keep it to herself. I drove over to my mom's and she told me how she caught my sister, let's call her Anna, FaceTiming my soon-to-be ex-husband, let's call him Josh, when she was over at my parents' house. That she knew Anna was seeing someone, but she thought she was waiting for things to get serious before she introduced him to the family. I asked my mom if she was certain they were together and not just talking occasionally. She said she read text messages. Turns out Anna wasn't as secretive as Josh was. That's because she was single, and I was away, she thought she didn't have to hide anything. Oh yeah, so she got sloppy. My thing is, your mother called you to tell you that your sister is sleeping with your husband. Why the hell would they think your reaction would be too much? I don't even want to know what the fucking reaction is because it probably wasn't enough. I left that day with a big hole in my chest. I told my mom not to mention anything to anyone and that I would do it at my own pace. I got with my lawyer and went through properties and bank accounts with him. I wanted to be ready for when I confronted them. I was going to wait for Christmas Eve when we would all gather, but I was afraid that Anna would delete any messages or proof from her phone, so I decided to drop by her apartment unexpected. I knew she was home because it's uni break. She was a bit taken back, but quickly recovered and was happy, or fake happy, to see me. We got to talking and hanging out, and then I asked her to call my phone because I didn't know where it was, and as soon as she unlocked her phone, I grabbed it and locked myself in her bathroom. There I found everything. Text messages, pictures, disgusting videos. I sent everything to my phone while Anna was crying, screaming, and kicking at the door. Then I left. She left. She got so much more restraint than me. So much more because I would have left after I turned Anna every which way but loose. I went home and I waited for my husband, who obviously knew what happened. I told him we were divorcing and I was going to take the kids. We'll split the money in the shared account and he can keep the house. He wasn't going to be able to afford the mortgage on his own anyways, and I wanted him to pay me back the money that I put into it. As for my sister, I pay for her studies. I pay her rent. Oh, Anna, not you biting the hand that feeds you, bitch. Are you kidding me? Oh, Anna, you fucked up, girl. As for my sister, I pay for her studies. I pay her rent, and I was getting her a new car for Christmas. My dad went bankrupt a few years back, and she doesn't know. Oh, girl, not you biting the hand that you didn't know was feeding you. That's even worse. That's terrible. He's been using his savings to live off of, and I've been paying for all of her stuff. Well, not anymore. I closed the account that I put up for her, and there will be no next month's rent. I broke the news on Christmas Eve, and my parents have been saying I went overboard. No. No, no. My sister, after her crying and begging didn't work, decided to cut me off. Anna, that's not your fucking job. That's not your role, bitch. You don't get to cut me off because I'm cutting you off because you fucked my husband. That's not how that works, Anna. Anna. My sister, after her crying and begging didn't work, decided to cut me off. She said I deserved it because who would ruin their sister's future over a man? Especially if my sister fucked my husband. I will ruin everything about your future. Baby, you better start collecting cans because I'm not making that payment. You better go strike a deal with the landlord because I'm not paying that rent. Nah. Me, show of hands, will destroy your whole shit for fucking my husband. And we'll do it again. Time and time again. Anna has shown no remorse. She said she would never forgive me if I went along and cut her money. My parents said what she did was awful, but that my husband was getting away with it, while my sister is taking the most heat. So your parents' excuse is don't punish her because you're not punishing your husband. But you are. You're divorcing him. What the fuck are you supposed to do? You can't take shit from your husband. Like, you taking everything you can. Yourself, your kids, your money. Like, you taking every fucking thing. He's getting his punishment. Don't worry about what the fuck is going on with my husband. Worry about what the fuck your daughter gonna do and how she gonna live because she ain't got no apartment and she about to get kicked out of school because I'm not paying for it. So y'all need to focus on your fucking daughter and not be worried about why or what my husband isn't being punished with. Like, My parents said what she did was awful, but that my husband was getting away with it while my sister is taking the most heat. I'm just numb. I only think of my kids. How are they going to get through it? They think they're at their grandparents because it's the holidays and that we'll be going back home soon. I'm a mess. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not. Girl, fuck her. Like, seriously, your sister truly feels like you cutting her off financially is a bigger sin than her fucking your husband. And that's absolutely fucking ridiculous. I know for a fact she's one of those people that feel like because your husband was married to you, it's his fault and not hers. Like, no, bitch. At the end of the day, she is still your fucking sister. And absolutely not. She's out of line and she deserves 100% to be cut off. You were doing the right thing, babe, for sure.
Did you guys just watch that video that just played? Like, did you see it? Her sister was sleeping with her husband. She caught her husband and her sister in a relationship. You guys, like, to be honest, I really do not even know how to like take this in, because how would you do something like that to your sister? How would you, like, the lady was even saying that her parents were saying that she was being too harsh because she wanted to withdraw and maybe stop her responsibility as the eldest sister or stop responsibility as a sister. Do you guys think that the parents were being manipulative, or maybe they were just being considerate that you cannot, blood is thicker than water, even if she does anything, even if your blood does anything to you, you should not still like act that way or be too serious about that? Because from what she's saying, I mean, if you look at her, there's so much pain in her eyes. Like, how would you imagine somebody that you love so much, somebody that is your sister, somebody that you grew up with, somebody that you've spent most of your life with, now trying to like share your husband or do this kind of thing to you? I wonder how people think about this, like how you just want to cause pain to others, or how you just cheat. I mean, I know that people might not now put the blame on her husband. They might just put everything because it is her sister. But like, men, why are you not satisfied? Like, when you know that you were still going to sleep around or do something, why did you get married? Because we don't know, like, people don't know the trauma that comes with cheating, heartbreak. I mean, not only guys cheating, men or women also cheat. Now, I don't know if, I want you guys to drop your own opinion. If she's being too harsh, like her parents said, or it's her parents that is being too manipulative, saying that she should not stop that thing that she's doing for her sister, or because we have different comments. So in the same post, I saw a comment where somebody said, blood is thicker than water. You can punish her by withdrawing your friendship, but do not stop your duty as a sister. I mean, if she had respected that her sister like took responsibility over her, would she have, like, why would she have done that to her sister? Like, I'm not taking sides. I'm not taking sides. I just want you guys to know that this matter is like, give me respect and I'll give you respect back. Like, that is how it is. Consider that this person has been there for you. This is the sister that has been taking care of me. Like, why don't you know the kind of pain that she would like inflict? Somebody also said your parents just don't want to take up responsibility you have helped with. They are gaslighting. That's why I asked, do you think our parents are gaslighting her? They are manipulating her because they don't want to take, because somebody said they don't want to take up the responsibility, or maybe they're actually right. Because some people are actually like, if something like this happened, they would say, okay, I can forgive you, I can let go, and I will still continue what I'm doing. Now our whole family is trying to manipulate her. I want you guys to drop it in the comment section and tell me if our family, they're right saying that she should not stop her responsibility, that she's being too harsh, or maybe the lady herself is being too harsh. Now let's watch this next video where this woman found out that her husband cheated on her also.
I caught my husband cheating just after we came back from the honeymoon. 2 days ago, he called me. If we can talk. I said, okay, no problem. He was rethinking everything and he made a mistake. If I'm willing to give him a second chance. I looked him dead in his eye. I said, no. You made the decision you made, and I'm making mine. Bye.
Like I said before, like, I really don't know how people cheat on people, how you purposely want to inflict pain. This woman found out that her husband cheated on her right after their honeymoon, and he was thinking she was going to give him a second chance. Why would I give you a second chance? Like, why? I said it before. Men now, or women, I'm directing this question to you, not just men alone. I'm directing it to the women too. Why do you get married when you know that you are still going to cheat or have something to do with somebody else when you are married? You have to be really committed. If you really want marriage or really want a good one, why don't you just let me just think about it if I really want this thing, not going into it and then cheating on your partner. Like, it is really, really painful finding out that somebody that you love is like doing something with somebody else. This woman found out that her husband was cheating on her right after their honeymoon, and then they thought it was going to give him a second chance. Why 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 do you think I would give you a second chance? I mean, me myself, I would not give you a second chance, because if your partner cheats and you forgive, people think that they will continue cheating. Like, why would I forgive cheating? Now let me direct this question to you people. Do you think cheating is like, is enough reason for you to end a relationship or a marriage? Because some people feel cheating is not enough reason to end a relationship. So now, you guys, do you feel cheating is enough reason to end your relationship? Now let's watch this video also. This woman, I mean, they might have spent so many years in their marriage, found out that her husband was cheating also. Let's watch it.
Buckle up. So it was in December, and my husband was the music director at his church, where his father was also the pastor. He was at the church doing rehearsal for the Christmas musical, and I was at home. During that time, he was not staying at our house. He had like left and just never came back. Like, he left in October, never came home. That's a whole nother story for another day. We can talk about that if you want to later. Anyway, so he was doing that. I was at home. I saw a message in my social media from somebody that I didn't know. It was sent a month prior, but for some reason I didn't get it. So I finally saw it. It said something to the effect of, please tell your husband to stop harassing us. And I was like, what the hell is this about? I don't understand. So I asked this person, what are you talking about? They tell me everything. My husband's been harassing them and their friend, and my husband also has a boyfriend. Proceed to give me all the information as well as video of my husband and his boyfriend. So then I start calling all my friends and telling them he's cheating on me. That's what it is, aside from, his abuse. But I digress. I'm like, he's cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. One of my friends comes over and is like, it's okay, girl, I got you. Then I go down to the church and confront him.
As this thing be going on, like, do people know the trauma that comes with cheating? As this thing be going on, so many heart pain, so many trauma. You just see yourself crying, not wanting to do things anymore, because I'm just trying to tell people that if you're not ready to be committed in a relationship, do not go into it, because trauma brings so much. It makes you stop doing what you're always doing before. You might actually stop doing things that makes you happy. You'll be sad all the times. You can't do anything yourself. I really do not want to be in that kind of situation, and I don't think everybody wants to be in that kind of situation. Most people that cheat, they cannot afford being cheated on. Like, if they are cheated on, it will be something really big to them, because I feel like some people have not gone through so much heartbreak. Like, some people have not gone through heartbreak. That's why they keep inflicting heartbreak on people. That's why they keep making people feel so sad, keep cheating on people, giving them trauma. Like, why would you cheat on somebody that you've been for a very, very long time? Even if you've been with the person for 1 year, why would you? If you're not interested, please tell me in the comment section. If you don't want a particular woman or a particular man, or you think you cannot be committed, then stay single. Like, it's better to be honest with the person. Okay, this thing, I just want this, it's just going to be for a little while, and I can be with some people in an open relationship. I mean, I'm not saying it is good, but some people are always being truthful that this thing that we are in, I am not going to be serious about it. Okay, it's just for a while, and that one, then the other person would know if they are going to be smart enough to stay in that kind of thing, or maybe they want to leave. Because heartbreak, it is so bad. Like, heartbreak, it is really painful. Now, as I said before, not only women go through heartbreak, men to go through heartbreak, and this is not being talked about enough. Men go through heartbreak. This next video will show you how a man was explaining how he got cheated on. Let's watch the next video.
I remember the night that she cheated on me. I knew it before it happened. I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt my chest just like getting stabbed. And I just knew something bad was happening. The next day I woke up, I couldn't get a hold of her. And I spent the whole day trying to figure out what was happening. And I got a photo message in my Instagram from someone that followed me of a picture of her with some other guy. And then I knew, and I had the picture, and I messaged her again, and I said, hey, I got this picture. Now's a really good time to be honest with me. And she said, I met Cameron. And I was like, who the fuck is Cameron? And she's like, Cameron Dallas. It hurt like hell. But the next day, she deletes all our photos that we'd ever posted together on social media, just wiped the grid clean, and posts one new photo of her and this guy.
What? On day one?
On day one.
Oh,
and
my
God.
God.
It was a Getty Images paparazzi photo on Rodeo Drive.
How do you compete?
I was a fucking loser again. And not only a loser, just like the biggest loser you could imagine. That moment was like worse than depression. It was just like total apathy. Yeah. Like, it was just, I felt like everything and nothing. Like, heart ripped out and just couldn't even move. Like that feeling like I can't even leave my bed. I'm so hurt. Yeah. You know what the worst part about the whole thing was? What? I got back with her.
So, did you see how, like, it's so painful? Found out that his girl was cheating on him, and you could feel like the pain in his chest. That's what I'm telling you guys. You don't know the pain that comes with, like, when you find out that this person is cheating on me. It brings so much pain that you cannot even think about. The pain that he felt. He saw the picture of the guy. Like, you would start to think that, am I not enough for this person? Am I not good enough? Am I not this? Am I not that? Like, I really want, if you're watching this video if you're watching this video and you've gone through any form of trauma, any form of heartbreak, I'm telling you that you are loved. And I mean, a better person is coming your way. Don't feel sad. Like, brace up and be strong. Somebody would come that would love you and not cheat on you. And if you're out there and you're cheating, please stop, because it brings so much pain to people. It brings so much trauma. Some people would not even, like, do we know that this cheating is what increases cheating more? Like, when you cheat on a girl, the girl might not believe in love again. Or when you cheat on a man, the man might not believe in love again. Now, is there anything like love? And they would go around breaking people's hearts. Do you guys agree with this? That when you cheat on somebody, they might believe that there's no love again, and they would start acting that way to people. So I'm trying to tell you guys that if you are cheating, stop. It is bad. It brings a lot of trauma to people. And if you've ever gone through any heartbreak, I want you to drop it in the comment section. I want you guys to tell me your experiences. Tell me how you have been able to outgrown heartbreak. Tell me how you were able to deal with heartbreak, because you might be helping people in the comment section. People are going to read it that are going through heartbreak. So if you've gone through heartbreak before and you've healed, I want you to drop it in the comment section, how you were able to manage your heartbreak, how you were able to come out of it, things you did that made you stronger again, and things you did that made you believe in love. And also, if you have gone through heartbreak before and you found love already, I want you to drop it in the comment section, because it's actually going to encourage people who have gone through so many heartbreak. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you guys on the next episode, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And do not forget, this channel does not support violence. Bye guys.